Sorry about that. Hello, my dear snowflakes. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a nice day. So, today, we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. Um, since this is the channel's first ever MMO RPG, I decided to do this in the general voice chat on the Discord server. So, if you want to pop in, say hello, or even just like want to play together with me, you can. Normally, we have like our own little private voice chat for streaming, but this time I decided to just do the general one so that it's more in the spirit of an MMO. This is your friendly reminder to VOD viewers that below the stream in the description there is a link to the Discord server. So if you ever want to be a part of any of these future Final Fantasy XIV streams, you can just hop in. Because for all of these, I'm going to be doing in the general until I am proven to need to not do that. Um, but yeah, let's just get right into it. For anybody who does want to play along, I am in uh I'm in the Chaos server Phantom World. So there's that. Uh but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, create a new character. As you can see, I'm pretty far into my current like personal save file. But I wanted to stream this game because I don't know. I'm only on the free trial, but it's still pretty neat. There's a lot to do for a free game. Okay, what do we want to be? We got Elizens, which are basically elves, it looks like. Cures, which are humans. Lullafels, I guess gnomes would be the closest, like D&D comparison. Cat people, half giant, I guess is the best way to describe the Rogadens. Uh, Dragonborns. Lion people, apparently. And bunny people. I'm a cat person on my personal save. But... Let's go with bunny person for stream. I guess we can look at the female options. Oh, okay, so in order to be a lion or a bunny, you have to have the paid version, unfortunately. So in that case, let's go with Lalafell. A wee people sporting short, rotund bodies, the Lalafell appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the lands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trading routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Now one of the most well-established races in the region, Lalafells can be found in great numbers in nearly every city through Lalafellan culture Though Lalafellan culture places great emphasis on blood relations, individuals are known for getting along amicably with members of all races. So let's go with Lalafell. So, so there's no way to like look at the job clothes because we don't have a job yet. Unique. Okay, so we got Plainsfolk or Dunesfolk. Plainsfolk. From the flat landscapes of the Plainsfolk's home islands are where this Lalafellan clan takes its name. Their distinct hair coloration, a myriad of earthly and grassy tones, helps them to blend in well with their environment, acting as effective camouflage against would-be attackers. It was the similarity of Lenosi's grassy fields to those in their homeland which drew the first settlers to the island of Vilbrand and what is now Limsa. They are clever and opportunistic people, crafty with their words. The generally accepted view of plainsfolk is that they are a vibrant lot with a penchant for excessive conversation. Starting attributes: 19 strength, 23 dex, 19 vitality, 22 intelligence, and 20 mind. Dunesfolk. Perhaps the most unique characteristic of the Dunes folk is their luminous eyes, a result of a glossy protective layer which covers the pupil, an evolutionary response to their homeland's glaring sunlight. Many individuals wear a small traditional gemstone on their forehead, a symbol of their zodiacal sign. They are adamant about schol- scholasticism, placing the advancement of knowledge before all else. Other races tend to perceive male Dunes folk as introverts who care more for books, business, and the prosperity of Ul'dah, a city-state built upon Dunes folk ingenuity, than the goings-on of the rest of the realm. Starting attributes: 19 strength, 21 dex, 18 vitality, 22 intelligence, and 23 mind. So, I did a poll on the Discord. More polls to come. But the first poll for this playthrough was, what role should I play? And healer and tank were both tied at one vote. So I guess okay, so this one has one more vitality, which would probably be good for tank. But this one has 3 more mind, which would probably be better for healer. Ah, man. Okay. You know what? Let's flip a coin. Also, hang on. This is like egregiously not done correctly on my end. Let me fix this. Okay. So yeah, let's flip a coin. Heads, heads will be healer, tails will be tank. Give me a second. I don't know why I'm doing this electronically when I have a coin right next to me, but here we go. Tails. So tank it is. I apologize to the one person who voted healer, but unfortunately it was a tie, so I had to come down to a coin flip. Why is it still not lining up right? There we go. So, since we're going tank, let's go for the one with more vitality and dexterity. We're gonna be a teeny tiny little tank. That's right. Yeah, I think there might be a better race to use for a tank. No. I don't know what Rogaden's stats are, but it would be really funny. It would be really, really funny uh if we had a teeny tiny little tank. So let's go Plainsfolk. As short as possible. Approximately very small. Bust size? I'm not really noticing a difference, I'll be honest. But I guess we'll crank that up. Maybe I'm just blind. Let's go with the little bit of blush. Skin color. Go with that. Hairstyles. Now, I'm a sucker for giving the characters I create the longest possible hair. So far it's this one. This one's cool. Is this one longer than the other one? So that one's like down to shoulders. Okay, this one's a little bit longer. Okay. So we're going with... Where was it? This one. Hair color... Let's go purple. Type? Oh, this is jaw type. Okay. This one. Eye shape. That one. Large. We'll go channel colors. So we'll get some mint green going on for the eyes. Eyebrows. That one. Nose. That one. Mouth. That one. Lip color. We go mint again to accent the hair. Might have to go dark to be able to see it. So those lips are pretty small. Ear shape. Let's go with that one. Ear size. Let's shrink them down a bit, so that they're not sticking out too much. Facial features? I can't even see any of these. Oh, it's because they're toggles. Yeah, I'll have eyebrows. A little bit of eyeshadow. And earrings. Tattoos. We got blush or that. Do blush. Oh, that... Okay, so we can also do blush. But again... Yeah. Let's do light with like a with that voice. We'll go with 4. Okay, I do want to get rid of the tattoos, 'cause we had the blush from other ways. Do you want to check hair color? Because I think there's a... Yeah, there's an option to do highlights. Let's do channel colors again. Nice. That looks good. Okay. So that's our character made. For now. Okay, I'm gonna open up a random number generator. Actually, random calendar day generator. To get our name day. This way, I don't have to reveal my actual birthday. Let's do month day. Ha! Wow. Okay. Uh, well, you guys are gonna think this is hilarious. I randomly drew 420. Nice. I will screenshot this so you guys know I'm not making it up. I'll post it in the Discord after stream. That's actually hilarious. Okay. So what do we got? We got patron gods. Halone. Halone, mover of glaciers and goddess of war, is the guardian deity of Ishgard. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the first moon of the Eorzean calendar. Halone is the daughter of Ralgur and a bitter rival of Nopika. She is most often depicted as a relentless warrioress armed with a bronze great shield. Her symbol is the three spears. Menfina is the keeper of the moon and the goddess of love. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the second moon of the Eorzean calendar. Menfina is the sister of Azima and the divine lover of Oshchin. She is most often depicted as a maid carrying a round skillet. Her symbol is the full moon. Thaliak. Thaliak, ruler of rivals and wisdom and god of knowledge, is the guardian deity of Sharlayan. He commands the element of water and is associated with the third moon of the Eorzean calendar. Thaliak is the father of Limlayan and the teacher of Brigit. He is most often depicted as a revered scholar holding an ashen staff. His symbol is the scroll. Nemea. Nemea is the watcher of celestial bodies and goddess of fate. She commands the elements of water and is associated with the fourth moon of the Eorzean calendar. Nemea is the younger sister of Elthic and master of Ralgur. She is most often depicted as a weaver donning a white silken veil. Her symbol is the spinning wheel. Uh, Limlayan, watcher of the seas and goddess of navigation, is guardian deity of Limsolominsa. She commands the element of wind and is associated with the fifth moon of the Eorzean calendar. Limlayan is the daughter of Thaliak and the elder sister of Nofika. She is most often depicted as a strong fisherwoman wielding a long-bladed harpoon. Her symbol is the wave. Ostian. Ostian is the ruler of the mountains and god of travelers and vagrants. He commands the element of wind and is associated with the sixth moon of the Eorzean calendar. Ostian is the brother of Naldthal and the close companion of Halone. He is most often depicted as a carefree ranger wielding a bow of yew. His symbol is the walking stick. Brigit. Brigit is the purveyor of architecture and industry and god of the arts. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the seventh moon of the Eorzean calendar. Brigit is the elder brother of Halone and the pupil of Thaliak. He is often depicted as a ardent smith with a two-headed hammer. His symbol is the hand. Rhalgr. Rhalgr, breaker of worlds, is the god of destruction and guardian deity of the now fallen Ala Mhigo. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the eighth moon of the Eorzean calendar. Rhalgr is the father of both Brigit and Halone and serves as an attendant to Nemea. He is most often depicted as a magus carrying a staff of bronze. His symbol is the streaking meteor. Azima. Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. She commands the element of fire and is associated with the ninth moon of the Eorzean calendar. Azima is the daughter of Elthic and the elder sister of Menfina. She's most often depicted as a noble lady holding a golden fan. Her symbol is the radiant sun. Naldthal. Naldthal, overseer of the underworld and god of commerce, is the guardian deity of Ul'dah. He commands the element of fire and is associated with the 10th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Naldthal is the single manifestation of the deific twins Nald and Thal. He is often depicted as a discerning merchant holding a balance. His symbol is the cowrie, an ancient shell currency. Nofika. Nofika, tender of soils and harvests and goddess of abundance, is the guardian deity of Gridania. She commands the element of earth and is associated with the 11th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Nofika is the daughter of Azemia and the younger sister of Limlayan. She is most often depicted as a jubilant farmer holding a scythe of steel. Her symbol is the sprig leaf. Althik. Althik is the surveyor of change and space and god of time. He commands the element of earth and is associated with the 12th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Althik is the father of Azemia and Menfina and elder brother to Nemea. He is often depicted as an austere emperor wielding a mithril great axe. His symbol is the hourglass. Um. Well, I say normally, but I've only ever done one other character. For my other character, I did Menfina. I was a black mage. But... You know what? I've let so much other stuff be decided by fate. Why not do this? So, heads, we're gonna do the first half. The ice, water, wind. Tails will do lightning, fire, earth. Reflip, because it landed sideways. Heads, okay. So, heads will do the first in each pairing, tails will do the second in each pairing. tails. So Menfina, Nemea, or Ashton. Ashton is ruler of associated with the sixth moon. Brothers Naldthal. Carefree Ranger. Weaver. Or a maid. Let's go with Nemea since 420 and this is the fourth god. Okay, we decided on tank. Stand as a bulwark in the face of danger with superior defensive capabilities. Tanks protect their comrades by diverting enemy focus and bearing the brunt of a battle. Begin your journey as a gladiator or marauder and later master the jobs of paladin, warrior, dark knight, and gunbreaker. Okay. Gladiators specialize in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to longswords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. The defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, there are practitioners who marry sword with shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt for an empty offhand, choosing to instead focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the ages-old art of the sword makes the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. And we'll be starting in Ul'dah, the bustling commercial hub of Ul'dah. Who decided to put white text on a mostly white background? The commercial hub of Ul'dah sits amid the desolate desert landscapes of southern Eldenard. Ul'dah culture is known for its affluence, and the wealth of the nation comes in large part from its abundant mineral resources and cloth crafting industry. Though it is the Sultana who claims sovereignty, the true power is wielded by the Syndicate, a council sat by 6 of Ul'dah's most elite and influential. Naldthal is the nation's patron deity, and the two great halls devoted to his two aspects lie in the east and west of the city. Then we have Marauder. The Marauder is a combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the Great Axe, a fearsome arm emblematic of Eorzea's pirates. Their approach to battle is one of brute force, relying on strength and steel to crush enemies and sunder weapons. They are highly sought after for their ferocity and intimidating presence, and are often employed to hunt down monsters plaguing the land, or to turn the tide of battle between warring nations. On the southern coast of the island of Vilbrand, under the shadow of ancient cliffs worn by the relentless onslaught of the Rautano Sea, lies the thalassocracy of Limsa. Its economy is driven primarily by shipping, but boasts lucrative shipbuilding, fishing, and smithing industries as well. To maintain the safety of its maritime routes, the city employs a formidable navy known as the Knights of the Barracuda. Even so, pirate bands run rampant in nearby waters, reaving and pillaging. Sorry. As much as I dislike Ul'dah as a starting scenario, I don't really want to be stuck with axes this whole time. Swords are kind of way cooler. Our other option would just be to go against the coin flip we did earlier and do Conjurer. Oh wait, sorry, just do Healer. Provide succor to all in need. Though limited in their offensive capabilities, healers replenish health and protect their comrades with myriad rejuvenating skills. Begin your journey as a conjurer and later master the jobs of White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian, and Sage. Please note that the job of Scholar is unlocked via the DPS class of Arcanist. Um, Foundry calls upon elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them to a potency at which spells can be woven. Through practiced meditation on the essences of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb aether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from unworked wood is then utilized to focus the aether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at Stillgate Fane in Gridania, where the voices of Eorzea's elementals are said to be the most powerful. In the eastern reaches of the Alanard landmass, home to vast dense woodlands and coursing dyes, lies the forest nation of Gridania. The cityscape is a mosaic labyrinthine waterways and great wooden structures so gracefully constructed they seem a part of the surrounding environment. The favored goddess of the citizenry is Nofika, the matron, but great faith is also placed in the wisdom of the seed seers, young oracles who guide the nation based on the will of the forest's elementals. Okay, I don't, I really don't want to be stuck as a healer, just because I don't even know if anybody's going to be playing with us, and if they're not, there's just not enough damaging stuff to make it plausible. So we'll just go gladiator. World is another name for the server on which your character will reside. Once you have chosen a home world, chances to move to another will be limited, so if you have made plans to play Final Fantasy XIV with friends, make sure that you all select the same one. Worlds are divided between data centers based on the location of their servers. To ensure you encounter the fewest number of latency issues, it is recommended but not required that you select a data center that is geographically closer to you. If you do not see a preferred world displayed, please suspend character creation and select a different data center via the character selection screen or the data center menu option on the title screen. Legacy worlds, servers existing since the original launch, are indicated in parentheses. Okay, so there are EXP bonuses being granted to people who start here. Kind of want the EXP bonus. My other character is in Phantom, but like the EXP bonus would make this go so much faster. Let's go Spriggan. Uh, Coin flip time. Heads we go Spriggan, tails we go Phantom. Heads it is. To Spriggan. Can't disobey the coin flip. Select the first and last name of your character. Well, if you've seen the title of the stream, or the VOD if you're watching the VOD, Then you already know what I'm gonna do. Mining nature. Yes. Let's do this. Excuse me.
Here. Here. Feel.
Uh-oh. Who's that? It looks like Xehanort. Kinda.
Here. Feel. Think.
Oh, we're decked out. Got a really big sword. Gasp. Hey. Hey, you. You alright, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Hey, you. You're finally awake. You got caught trying to cross the border. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there! Halt! What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. Huh. I'm just an honest peddler, friend. So, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, huh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look. Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Look out! Ah! Amalja! Amalja! To arms! To arms! Seven hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Whew, that kind of excitement. Blah, 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 blah. You'd be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got our long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? I forgot that they were on the carriage. Brent's the name, and peddling's me trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? There are different rewards based off of what you answer here. I can't remember what they were. Hang on, I'll look it up. I know it's not as like long lasting as Kingdom Hearts where it like affects how you gain XP, but it is you do get different rewards, and I do want to figure out which reward I want. So give me just a moment to Google this. Okay, we want um we want vitality up. So Twin Glory. Twin Glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? But of course it ain't. Still, might be as this journeyed itinerant has a few new things to teach you about your destination. I thought they was gonna skip this. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folks know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the lizard men, that's the Almaja, couldn't care less about Ul'dan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need bleed and need breed and profit. Need breed and profit. And though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah.
I I said this the first time I
Even with
played
the
this.
coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis.
But this
As the
narrator
keen
person,
faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul.
sounds like Yelda Bayoth from
One
Persona
whose
5.
arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Like, it sounds exactly like him. And here's where we part ways, Les. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage that I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Heat from fire, fire from heat. Final Fantasy 15 with a line through it. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oi, venturer, over here. Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I how can I tell? Huh. Uh-huh. Name's Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge, even. Just this once, like. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Controller. Come on, PlayStation. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Wyman. Initiating quests. Non-player characters, NPCs, offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. To bring up the quest window, speak with the NPC by first targeting him, then pressing the confirm button. Accepting quests. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your current list to add the quest to your list of current duties. Coming to Ul'dah. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. 'Tis plain with anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventurer. Upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of the screen. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Selecting the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to review objectives and rewards. Fast Blade. Delivers an attack with a potency of 150. Okay. My short little legs. I'm even short compared to other Lalafels. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with a checkmark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards, from items and guild to experience points. That is a book. Why, hello there! Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Modi. I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it, and lucky for you that it is. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for, excuse me again. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next, some of them two or three. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollection of those brave heroes are just as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Yes. All right then. A promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name on the register. Neat as you can. Mining Nature. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. All right, Miss Nature. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it's said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you weren't given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just a shame. If you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, all right? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah mining. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Momodi Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. X. The scenario guide is a Scenario Guide is a HUD element that indicates the next available quest in the main scenario. It also displays the next available quest for your currently equipped job or class. By selecting the Scenario Guide, you can confirm where these quests are located on the map. Close to home, Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here until you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned to an Aetherite before mining? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Once you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Coliseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor or weapons or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say everything's for sale here in Ul'dah as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought mining. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cessaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Adventurers Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after the gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gil to your name. Sanctuaries. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in this special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased to 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. The main menu grants a quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character under character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current completed quests and leave quests. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key binding, HUD layout, and system configuration, they can all be accessed via system. Select the active help to redisplay these tutorial messages. Game progress. So there are no in-game save or load functions. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it is strongly recommended that you end each playing session by logging out or by selecting log out or exit game in the system menu. Selecting map from under travel in the main menu or pressing square on the controller will bring up the area map. If a quest or objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. The location of quest objectives can also be confirmed by selecting the objective in the duty list. Greetings, I am one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. And in the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belt and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of the mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Among Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. What is a mentor? Okay, mentor symbols are as follows. Expert in PvE combat is gold. Expert in PvP combat is like a blue flag. Expert in synthesis gathering is a hammer. Mentors marked with the crown symbol can be considered masters of all fields. Approach a mentor with the appropriate knowledge and answers will soon be yours. The new adventurers can be identified by the 2 leaf symbol displayed next to their name. Okay. Did I miss any text when I was like spamming through this? Okay, just saying that there are different symbols. Quickly attune to the Adventurers Guild 1 so we can get back here fast. You now have access to the Aethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aethernet shards. Attuning with the shard has granted you access to the city-state's Aethernet. The Ethernet can be used for quick intra-city travel. What's this? Fight or flight. Increases damage by 25%. Okay. Look at my little run. We found people. People are here. Woot woot. Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at behest of Miss Mamodi of the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. What? Ah ha 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 ha! Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of teleport and return? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. Give that there sta- given that the Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if they have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or teleportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Return learned. You attune to the aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. The spell Return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any MP and can be accessed by selecting Return under Travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can only be cast once every 15 Earth minutes. Only one home point may be set at any time. To make an aetherite your new home point, target and select the crystal to bring up the aetherite menu. Okay. Let's go get our guild. I believe this is the quickest path uh to the gladiator. I think the gladiator is like, or the Colosseum's like right here. Yeah. Did not mean to zoom in on the boobs. I'm trying to look at the face. We go through here. Oh, excuse me. What's down here? This is the entrance to the Hypogeum. Beet red beetles beet red? What? Maybe in a bit. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of mortal combat? Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like is not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, but there is not an Ul'dah alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. Oh, and there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training techniques are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. So, if you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy. And if your soul stirs, join us. Lulutsu wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name and legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? A decision you shan't regret. One moment. Make way for mining nature. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Aye, I heard Lulutsu. So you're mining nature. 'Tis a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts. I assume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easier to learn. The sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Mining, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it be your fate, die by it? Have you the strength to live by the sword? Yes. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now, go. Okay, I'm also gonna pick up this quest. Carried your arse in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed that needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's been making them ornery as an oryx in has made them as ornery as an aurochs in rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, or don't you? Zaza Riku needs an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild. Have you come to wish me luck? Appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Coliseum? Zazariku's my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. Lady Guinevere wants you to gather the gill which you caused her to drop on the ground. Interacting. On some quests, you will encounter objects with which you can interact by simply approaching, then selecting. Dropped gill. Dropped gill. She really threw this cash just everywhere. My gill, now! And there better be not missing. The faint The faint aroma of prosperity can be detected on this freshly minted gill. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Were you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence. Some quests will Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request window will appear. Select the items from your inventory or armory chest and press hand over to complete the transaction. Speaking of armory chest, I want to equip that ring I got. And also register the gladiator. Okay, let's quickly go attune to this. Here's the Goldsmith Guild. We can grab the Goldsmith Guild before going to do our killing quests. Small piece of parchment detailing an order for a gaudy circlet. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we are still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Haft at the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. Oh yeah, of course I can't teleport to it. I just started the save file. Don't have like anything unlocked. have a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells less, they don't grow in trees. But more than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordsplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the God's damned garnets he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Okay. We need to go this way. Western Dandelion is just past the Adventurers Guild. Near the Thaumaturgy Guild. I know that because I used to be a thaumaturge. This is the wrong way. I know that because I'm not blind. We Achievement unlocked, mapping the realm Western Than. Excuse me. Select a target with the directional buttons and press confirm once to target it. Press confirm a second time to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you are currently attacking. Various actions such as spells and weapon skills can be performed using the cross hotbar on the bottom of your screen. The cross hotbar is only available in controller mode. The actions set to your cross hotbar can be initiated by the corresponding button combination, which consists of holding one of the trigger buttons and pressing one of the directional or blap buttons. When a new action is learned, it will automatically be added to your cross hotbar. Most actions require magic points, MP, to execute, in addition to having recast times of various lengths. Though MP slowly regenerate over time, there exists items and actions which can be used to immediately restore them. Disciples of magic and disciples of war who specialize in range attacks, such as archers, are best suited to fighting their targets from a distance. The range and radius of an action can also be determined in the help window. Achievements. Congratulations, you have just earned your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eorzea. There are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes to discovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards granted upon earning certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armors, others include titles which can be added to your display name to showcase your greatness. You can view requirements for unlocking specific achievements or redeem achievement rewards from the achievements menu in the main menu. experience points. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. Players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution to the battle. If you see a fellow player in need of a hand, do not hesitate to lend yours. An item you have equipped is now bound to you and can no longer be traded or put up for sale in the markets. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used in battle, crafting, or gathering. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these three actions after equipping a new piece of gear, will bind the item to you, preventing future trade or sale to other players. NPC shops will still purchase bound items. Combos. Melee-oriented classes such as Gladiator and Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. Combos are not available to Pugilists, as this melee class employs a unique weapon skill chaining system. If a weapon skill can be chained with another, it will be indicated to the weapon skills in the weapon skills help text under combo action. In the case of Vorpal thrust to the left, if executed immediately after true thrust, the potency will be increased. Some weapon skills must be delivered from a specified direction to maximize their damage. So if it's combo action, it has to happen after. When a weapon skill can be chained into a combo, a hop arrow icon will be outlined with a flashing yellow border. The border will fade if the weapon skill is not used within a certain amount of time. Learn which weapon skills chain together to maximize your battle efficiency. Okay, so Riot Blade goes with Fast Blade. This, that. Nice. Okay, so that's all the ladybugs and marmots. Running as fast as my tiny little legs will carry me. Mapping the realm's central Thanel. The Fate system. Fate is short for Full Active Time Event. These public quests occur periodically in real time around Eorzea, and anyone can participate simply by showing up before one ends. When you sense a fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen and the location will be displayed on your maps. The type of fate in progress can be identified by its map icon. Mousing over the icon will display the fate title. You'll automatically join a fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the fate title, objectives, and time remaining will appear in your duty list. If you are several levels higher than the recommended level, a level sync button will appear in your duty list. Press the button to automatically lower your level so that you may participate and receive rewards. I am aggressively uninterested in joining the Fate right now, because I am at such a low level that if I do, I will probably die. I just need to get back to the area I'm supposed to be in, just down here. Excuse me. Let's see. At least these enemies are no longer, like, egregiously higher level than me. I want to go here. Excuse me. The reason I'm going in this entrance instead of the other one is because, simply put, it is a lot closer to where we have to go. And it also, like, leads directly into the markets, which is the other spot we have to go for the MSQ. You know you're a little delirious and tired when you look at your own foot and think you see 6 toes, only to take a couple seconds to recount and see 5. Definitely not what I just did. I definitely did not freak out a little when I thought I saw 6 toes. Because, again, I definitely did not think I saw 6 toes. That would be weird. And you are? Huh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee... What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, When you ask an Ul'dan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. Slip of bound parchment entrusted to you by Quicksand proprietress Momodi Modi. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Alenard passes through our posts. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all for the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. To the Gladiators Guild, and in a bunch of quests. By a bunch, I mean two. Two quests. Back in one piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handled yourself well enough, I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Uldah's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find it use for it. We gotta go with the fingerless leather gloves. Quest complete. Armory chest. Since the armory system in Final Fantasy XIV allows you to change your class or job simply by changing the weapon or tool in your main hand, it is recommended that you always have several sets of gear on hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why all adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory space free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting materials, and food. Gear in your armory chest is categorized and sorted by type and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. The armory chest can be accessed anytime by selecting character from the main menu followed by armory chest. Welcome back, mining. I take it you've dispatched the beasts, and with ease. Rest assured, there will be far greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes. To this end, I present to you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. You will doubtless gain valuable experience should you seek out and slay them. It is only with such practice that you will recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Until then, mining. Next gladiator quest will be available from Mila upon reaching level 5. Some items can be used, granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, attribute bonuses, and more. Using an item is as simple as selecting Use from the item's subcommands. All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer has expired. Items you use often can be set to your hotbar for easy access. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will receive rewards and unlock new challenges. The log can be accessed via logs from the main menu. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each challenge is marked with a class name and number, such as Lancer 01. Below that name and number, you will find the target as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering over the target name will display one of the areas in which the target can be located. Targets indicated in your hunting log will have a special icon above their display name, making it easier to locate the creatures. Sorry. Let's take a look at our hunting log. Jeez. Ladybugs, marmots, cactars, shrews, hammerbeaks, antlings, earth sprites, brigand grave robbers, keith kerns, spell sweepers, antling soldiers, dusty mongrels. Okay. First Sword Milo wishes to teach you the fundamentals of the gladiatorial arts. Ooh, eye patch. Ah, mining. I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I will now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to entice their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In doing so, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, here is a task I would have you to perform. It just so happens that Momoti of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Lominsan marauders have paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the the Luminsons and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" In this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. I believe me is at the bottom. Yeah. The hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be? A bleeding lady in waiting? Bah, it don't matter. You've gone and spoiled the mood. Me. You know your friends here's a 12 damned cheat? Thinks he can charge us more because we're foreigners. But he'll get his own back, mark me words. Me. What? You're blaming me 'cause this little shite shat his own pants. Well, bugger him and bugger you too. Me. Oi, come on now. He was disrespecting me proud sea wolf heritage. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oi, come on now. He was disrespecting me proud sea wolf heritage. Fine, I'll leave the bastard be, but we ain't finished. Me. Just who the hell's do you think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm Farmel the Driven, and me and my bloody marauders have been reaving so long mothers scared their children with tales about us. Don't believe me words? Then let me axe do the talking. Fight, 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 fight! Oh ho, this is lively even for the quicksand. You two gonna put on a show for us? What's this? Another goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to Farmel the Driven, leader of the troop of bloody mummers or some such. Aye, I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with my axe, you better... Ah, that's a fancy blade you got. That sword, it couldn't be. Frenzy? But only the sword of knowledge would... Bloody hells, it's you! You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Leminson was quite brave of you, and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Aldous, and I'd buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you, back then. Ah, but that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of the as yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed the city, this wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. Sorry, my finger keeps slipping. How was your tour of the city, Mining? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldah's a big place with lots to see and do. But wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills, and if you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here in the quicksand. Total Eclipse. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Additional effect, increased enmity. I swear, if I hadn't seen all this with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Mining, do me a favor and don't tell Mila about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. We have so we have seats so close you can smell the action. And what exactly does the quote action smell like? I've already heard of your exploits at the quicksand mining. Did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders and assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. It seems words will not suffice after all. And I want you to finish what you've begun mining. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Farmel the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Okay, this way. Nice. It's already 2 sections of my hunting log done. And the cactuars are right here too, so that works out. Nice, that's cactuar done. Where's the chocobo keep for this settlement? Is there a chocobo keep for this settlement? No, I don't think there was. Where do we go? Nervous merchant. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oop, found the hammer beaks. Might as well finish them off while I'm here. Okay. By the time I kill this one, I should have it. Yeah. Oh, and look, the Earth sprites are right here too. How convenient. Well, one of them is. Oh, hey, it's our boy. It wasn't so bad. And stab. Got an Earth sprite over here. Can slash and stab. So used to being a black mage that I didn't even realize you could move around while attacking as a gladiator. As a black mage, you have to like stop in place for like several seconds at a time to do a single attack. They they tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Bags such as this one carrying merchandise are always attractive targets to highwaymen and bandits. XIV's bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good women like you, I'd never leave home. Do I have all of my earth? No, I need one more earth sprite before I go hand in this quest. Just because we are within the spawn area of them. Might as well. Roll actions. You've learned a roll action. Roll actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all classes within a roll. Tank, melee DPS, range DPS, healer. Rather than a specific class. Roll actions are learned in the same manner as class actions via leveling, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all participating classes within a roll. The role section has been added to actions and traits found under the character menu. Selecting it will display the role actions you have learned. Roll. Rampart. Reduces damage taken by 20%. That's pretty good. Lasts for how long? 20 seconds. Instant cast. Oh, all of these are instant casts. Well, that's good. Oh, we do not learn a whole lot of traits, huh? Reduces the damage taken by 20%. Furthermore, grants a bonus to maximum HP based on your vitality attribute, and a bonus to damage dealt based on your strength attribute. Adds an additional effect to Rampart, that increases HP recovery via healing actions on self by 15%. Extends the duration of reprisal to 15 seconds. Just teleport. Save us some time walking. ba, 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 ba. Good, it's finished. And with that, this stage of your training is complete. This time your enemies were well-behaved ruffians, or were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents you will face in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, mining. We will speak again. I want the eye patch. Actually, usually the more specific something is, the better it is. So I think I might go with the custom-made Curious. Actually, no, that one kind of sucks. Gives me less defense and one fewer stats. But it is custom made. Sure. Untradeable items. You've obtained an untradeable item. This item is yours alone, and cannot be sold or traded. Okay. Interesting. You've obtained a unique item. As this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time. Also interesting. What makes it so unique, other than the fact that it's custom made? Weird. What's our new sword look like? It's very swordy. It's swordy. Anyway, now that I've made that egregious pun, let's move on. We must rebuild. Momodi of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. Interesting. Well, young one, how are you finding? I find Ul'dah then. Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. If you came looking to hire a chocobo porter, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Our birds are very fickle creatures and tend to become agitated around those with a certain lack of demeanor. Return once you have proven you can handle yourself, and I will personally see that you are assigned our best bird. Oh, okay, level 10. Which, I mean, we're pretty close. Only like a couple thousand more XP. Could probably just fill that out with some side quests. What you got for us, Wymond? So, how you taking to Ul'dah, mining? Making any new friends in high places yet? Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wymond. Long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in the city was this easy, eh? Jajakuda the merchant is visibly perturbed and in need of some assistance. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours, hmm? Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend, hmm? Care to help a merchant down on his luck, hmm? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming central Thanalan. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this morning? This unmarked envelope contains a missive penned by local businessman Wymond. Missive from Wymond. Alright, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately, for this particular petitioner, Wyman's, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Ba-ba-da-na-ba-ba-da-na. 3, and also all the ones I needed for my hunting log. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Modi advised me to expect, hmm? I am Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I am truly no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years, since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true old dons work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our supply lines remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Okay, and then if I hand in this quest, I should level up and be able to do the next gladiator quest. Sanctuary, fears and lies melt away. Bristly hide of a snapping shrew. Exceptional! These are fine shrew pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilist's Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this, You've more than earned it. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. Just need like one more quest. There's some in the Adventurers Guild I can grab. What is this? Preferred world bonus. Experience earned while below level 90 is dramatically increased. Okay. Still doesn't tell me how much it's increased by though. Bolta finds himself at a loss after realizing the package he carries is not his own. Pray let me catch my breath. I went all the way to Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized I've returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I simply can't. Would you make the trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath to tell you the way. Go and see Mamishu. Who's Mamishu? Over there. Ooh, fake panting like that made me lightheaded. Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak with Oswell when you arrive. It's gone, I just know it. Gods, as if if I hadn't enough problems already. You took the wrong package, Boltoff, you bloody oaf. Horizon package! You're a 12 send. You spared me quite the headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. There we go. Oath gauge. The symbol indicates the defensive stance Iron Will is in effect, which increases enmity. You can view the job gauge description anytime. Okay, cool. Deliver an attack with a potency of 100, additional effect stun. Significantly increases enmity generation. Effect ends up on reuse. Move this where I normally have my Thermaturge stuff next to the map. Man, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming for much longer today. I don't know why I'm so exhausted, but I cannot stop yawning. I'm sorry, guys. Ulda is most wanted. First Sword Mila requires your immediate assistance with a dangerous matter. You look well, Mining. Hope you're ready for your next task, because I require your immediate assistance. There have been several violent murders recently, the victims of which were all Huron men. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that Lancers are responsible for the crimes. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, I fear it is only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I have just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking around in Stone's Throw. Considering the circumstances, I find it likely that these are our culprits. We cannot abide we cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw outside the gate of Nald and speak with any you find in the area. With luck, we may find these Lancers before they strike again. Okay, so I'm gonna want to teleport to the Adventurers Guild. And also activate the Chocobo Key. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Ah, do not tell me. This is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Porters are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various destinations, the differences being that you cannot control these birds, and that they will not stop until they have arrived on their destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take the safest route, meaning they will never be attacked while in transit. Mm. Yeah, after this gladiator quest, I'm gonna sign off because I'm exhausted and I don't know why. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. Don't kill me, please. I'm not the one you want. No, but they are. Alright, I can keep moving while attacking. Forgot about that. Search for the freelancers in Stone's Throw. Thank you, thank you. They appeared out of nowhere and asked me if I was Aldous at Spear Point. I said no, but they attacked me anyway. What did I do to deserve this? So they were indeed the murderers we sought. What brought dusk white freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? And why were they murdering Huron men with swords? First sword. What is it? Lancers first sword. A gang of them hiding in the tunnel south of Blackbrush Station. Seems we've not rid of them yet, mining. You might as well finish off what you started. Go to Central Thanalan and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany mining. See that she doesn't die. Well, I can't keep the last from getting skewered, but I'll patch her up as best I can. Mining, defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. Aye, I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch my back, and I'll watch yours. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. There's a person here. Defeat the dusk white freelancers. Looks like we're done here. Let's head home mining. I could use a drink. Okay, let's hand in this quest and sign off for the night. Congratulations on a job well done, mining. Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. You have shown tremendous growth since you joined us, and though it pains me to do this, you have earned the right. Mining, I grant you leave to join other guilds. As you doubtless know, Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilist Guild and the Thaumaturge's Guild. There are also guilds where you may learn something of more peaceful traditions. You may even join the guilds of other nations, if that is what you desire. Know that I will respect your decisions, whatever they may be, so long as you do not forget that you are above all a gladiator. Before you head off, I wanted to ask of you. Bruce believes the freelancers are out for a bounty. What is your opinion on this, mining? They were tracking a man named Eldis. Eldis? You certain that's the name you heard? He's alive? But how? Get a helmet. Since my head slot's still empty. Armory unlocked. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that the adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. It should be noted that, in addition to martial classes, you may also choose to become a discipline of the hand, one who synthesizes items from on-hand materials, or a disciple of the land, one who harvests resources from the field. Mastering more than one class is the first step to becoming a well-rounded adventurer. Nice. I'm starting to look pretty cool. What's my blade look like now? Oh, it's like a bat. Like a cricket bat, kinda. Okay. Well, let's find a bench to sit on. Not where I meant to go. Meant to go to the Adventurers Guild. Well, everybody, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to follow. Uh, if you're in, if you're watching the VOD right now, oh, excuse me. If you're watching the VOD right now, make sure to, if you liked it, subscribe, notifications, all that jazz, and also let me know. Let me know if you wanna meet up in game. But that's gonna be about all from me for today. Let's see who's streaming. Hmm. See if anybody's playing Final Fantasy. Um, let's see here. It's hard to see because Twitch changed how this works, so now there's a stream taking up half of the browsing uh menu, so I can only see like one row of streams at a time. Um, let's see here. Anybody with low viewers going right now? Hmm. Okay, so for my own sake, we're not gonna raid anybody who's playing because despite finishing the entire main game, apparently all of these people are way further in the plot than me, and I don't want spoilers, so we'll just raid Mystic Nightingale, because apparently they're streaming something called Split Fiction, and they have one person watching right now, so make sure to tell them I said hey. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun and enjoyed the stream. That's all from me for tonight. Bye bye. Peace out. Stay minty.